Hi everybody, I'm Rajo, and I have an opinion about the Harry Potter movies. Good thing that there's such a thing as the internet. Movie adaptations are always weird because you got the people on one hand who have already read the books, and there's a lot of them, and those people are just foaming at the mouth waiting to see their beloved characters brought on the screen, and those are the people that are going to make you your money. But there's going to be people who are going to watch the movie that have never read the books, and so you've got a responsibility to them as well. It's a tough situation to be in. The books are books, but the movie is its own thing, and there's rules. Like, a movie has to make sense from start to finish. A movie has to address its characters in a way that the people who watch the movie can understand without having to read the book beforehand. A movie has to establish a certain tone, and a movie has to stick to its own continuity. You can't sort of pick and choose little details here and there and then forget about them in one movie and then bring them back up in another movie. So anyways, I decided I would take all the Harry Potter movies, all the best ones, and rank them and see which ones I thought were the best and which ones I thought were the worst. Just for fun, for no other reason. If I'm wasting your time, you know, you can go do other stuff. But if you want to find out what I think, keep watching. Number 7, Chamber of Secrets. This is the worst Harry Potter movie of all time, namely because of this guy, Dobby. Literally the worst on-screen CGI character in history, I guarantee you. But you've got to cut them some slack because this movie was made in the 80s when CGI technology was brand new. No, it wasn't. It was made around the same time that Jar Jar Binks was invented, and everyone loved Jar Jar Binks, so how did they screw up with Dobby? Number 6, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, the one that started it all. Now, the good thing about this movie is that they managed to cast a bunch of kids who are cute and look the part. But the bad thing is that they, for some reason, decided to be really strict about adapting the book, and it's basically like a paint-by-numbers telling of the story. Every attempt at capturing the soul or the tone of a pretty good children's book that's filled with magic and wonder seems just forced and completely insincere, in my opinion. Number 5, Goblet of Fire. If you ask me, this was the best book of the whole series, and it should have been the best movie of the whole series, but it wasn't. It was just this mediocre sort of blah. This happens, and this happens, and this happens, and the end. Somebody dies. Now, that's not to say that everything was bad. You know, there's stuff like the Yule Ball and showing all these kids struggle with their newfound adolescence, and the Death Eaters, the first appearance of the Death Eaters, which are super creepy. Number 4, Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. Now, yeah, Harry becoming an insufferable teenager is not very much fun to watch. He's all like, you don't understand, nobody understands. It's like, oh, shut up. But this is the movie that introduces Dolores Umbridge, who was perfectly cast, a character much needed in the Harry Potter universe, especially in the direction it's going. She kind of strikes a perfect balance between creepy, like really creepy, and hilarious. So, good for Order of the Phoenix. Number 3, Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. Now, what's great about this movie, and there's a lot that's great about it, is that they finally kind of settled on a director with a strong vision for the series to drive it home, which is something they kind of needed from the very beginning. The best thing about this film, if you ask me, is that finally we get to see Tom Felton, who plays Draco Malfoy, portray Draco as this kind of badass who, at the same time, is this troubled teenager who's struggling with this important task he's been given. You know, he's not this stupid little kid who just goes Potter, Potter anymore. Like, he's actually like a real character. Number 2, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1. That's right, I got to see it earlier this week before you get to see it. And it's pretty good. It's my second favorite Harry Potter movie. What really stuck out for me in this one was the very impressive character CGI work they did with of all characters. And it actually redeems as a character, so you're okay in my book. And the number 1 movie of the entire Harry Potter film franchise is Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, which should come as no surprise, as it's the one I didn't mention already. This one reads more like a really good episode of a beloved TV series, which is the most that any of the films of this flawed franchise could ever hope for. It's the only film of the series that really nails the tone of the books, and it does so extraordinarily well. The sense of childlike wonder and magic of the Harry Potter universe come across in this film effortlessly. So there you have it, my top 7 Harry Potter movies of all time in order of worst to best. I know you didn't ask me for this, but I don't care. I wanted to make a video about it, and so I did. And here it is. And now it's done.